That officially marks my third solo video on YouTube. There's still a lot for me to improve on, but I hope with feedback I can kind of learn to improve on the many quirks of my videos. Obviously, it's only the beginning of my journey to. I'm going to set myself the goal of 100 subs, but even just 100 to me would mean the absolute world and show me that it's still content people are enjoying. But enough of that, let's just get straight into the video and what you've actually clicked on the video for. So we're starting off with a timed event or a timed game mode. I believe it's just one of those where zombies will just continuously spawn in, the rounds get harder, but I'm hoping to set myself a goal of reaching round 30. From my past videos and probably in this one, people will see that I have a tendency to go down on very early rounds. So my first goal, get quick revive. I'm going to hit the mystery box, hopefully I can get a decent weapon, better than a pistol. Scorpion? Even a scorpion in my hands will make me go down. But playing, oh god, playing maps like this definitely brings me back to my childhood. I understand that when I was a kid, obviously we didn't have Minecraft Zombies maps, custom game modes, but it kind of just takes me back to when we had Call of Duty World at War. I was always fearful of playing zombies on my own. I always had to have the lights on. Always had to have my brother in my room. Eventually I learned to start playing zombies on my own, and I think the highest round I ever actually got was like round 10, and I felt unstoppable. Back then though, it was the thing of getting to round 30 was incredible, getting to round 40 was seen as insane, and then round 50 was essentially impossible. Very quickly I'm progressing through these rounds, and currently though it's saying I need a key to open the door, but it doesn't appear there is a key anywhere. If anyone spots it during the video and I haven't seen it, please let me know. I'll be sure to look back on my own stupidity. I've just put myself in a very stupid position and made myself go down already. And I'm still yet to find this hidden key that I cannot seem to find anywhere. I don't know where I'm meant to be looking, what I'm looking for. Well, I know it's a key, that's all I know, but... And I've picked up a power up. There's back a punch my gun. Brilliant. But yeah. Hopefully I'm just going to skip ahead again and I'll let you know when I find the key I'm missing. And I've already managed to go down. Right, we're going to give that another attempt. Just getting myself set up a little bit. Hopefully start making some rounds speed up a little bit. Very curious while I'm just trying to push through these rounds. What's everyone's favourite zombies map? My current favourite map has to be either the original Mob of the Dead, which is of course coming back with the Black Ops 2 ports that are coming to PlayStation, or I'm going to have to go with the Shadows of Evil map. I know people weren't hugely the fans of Shadows of Evil, but I think it's just its simplicity of a map. I mean, it does have one of the Apothicon Servant. I mean, I think I'll still always be a fan of stuff like the Thunder Gun, but it doesn't make it any worse. I mean, objectively, of course, the Apothicon Servant is infinitely times better. Thinking of the Apothicon Servant, that reminds me of the map that I actually got my first ever round 100 on, which to a lot of people might come as a surprise. But it was actually Revelations and Black Ops 3. I still remember you had the setup of the Thunder Gun and the Apothicon Servant. I was never the best at the game, but I weren't the worst back then in my prime time of Call of Duty games. We've managed to pick up a very classic sniper for reasons that most people will never know. But back when I used to play Black Ops 2, I used to be one of those guys that ran around with a ballista with no scope on it. My friends hated me and the enemy team definitely hated me. Whenever it came to doing 1v1 sniper battles and Nuketown, the window warfare stuff, I was always the guy sat on the windowsill like this. It's scummy, but it's what I had to do just to try and be better than someone. Right, I think we're going to start making an effort to get this door open. I'm not really seeing any weapon that's calling out to me to get, but there is a part for the power. Right, we're getting the power on. Just picked up a nuke. Perfect timing, to be honest, but I believe, yeah, there we go. not seeing any weapons that are 10,000 points for a ray gun is insanity though. But I'm not seeing any weapons that are really calling out to me. And I'm already about to go down again. I think I need to get rid of this ballista if I'm honest. I'm not, like I've always said to people, I am probably one of the worst people to watch play zombies, but hopefully I eventually learn to actually do better at this stuff. I understand my content is not for everyone, but I'm hopeful that I can learn to find where my essentially audience is. And another thing I have realised, I've completely just brushed past it for some reason, but I have found the Bible ending, which I believe is 15,000, which it doesn't seem... Never mind, I stand corrected, it's 150,000. I think now is going to be the time then that I just start stacking up on some perks. Probably not the best idea when I just originally had the goal of getting to round 30 and calling it quits there, but it appears I've actually got a goal in place. I think playing this map though has made me realise I do kind of miss the simplicity of older and more casual maps. It's a challenge map, and I mean, even for me, someone that's absolutely obnoxiously bad at the game, I'm surviving quite well, I think. When it comes to maps like this, it's that feeling of, I just miss the simplicity of no big Easter eggs for a wonder weapon, or no huge steps just to unlock parts of the map. It's just the simplicity of it. It's power it up, get some game time in, and just relax. Manage to pick up a hammer from the box. I feel like most people definitely remember the hammer on Black Ops 2 Town. Sitting in, usually for me it was the back alley where the box would spawn, but knowing me, I never realised that you could just keep tap firing the hammer and the fire rate would stay high rather than just holding the trigger like this, which of course slows it down after I think it's about 2 seconds. I think this is where the boring part comes for most people there, where if you've made it this far, I do appreciate the opportunity to keep you this long. I understand that my commentary can be a bit boring sometimes, but I'm still finding out and buffing out my quirks on my YouTube channel. I think rather than just spraying and praying and using the same old weapons, I'm going to see if there's any custom weapons in the box. Because it's recently, I've actually stopped playing a lot of the Call of Duties. I don't know where that zombie came from, unless I've just run him around like an idiot. It's only been recently that I've actually stopped playing the newer CODs. It's clear that it's just not for me anymore. I would load into a game, get about 12 kills and think I'm the best in the game. And then there's players that are getting 50, 60, 70 kills a game. I still remember back in the Black Ops 3 heydays of good gaming, I managed to get 126 kills and 30 deaths in a Nuketown domination match, and I felt absolutely unstoppable. But if you have made it this far into the video, I just want to say directly to you, thank you for, again, giving me the opportunity to bore the life out of you for 15-20 minutes. I hope that this can be a long-term journey per se, and I'm completely open to all forms of criticism where maybe my editing was a bit rough. Essentially just my sort of content in the way that will help me improve. I'm always trying to do things 1% better, but whether that be with thumbnails, with the titles, trying not to mislead people with being like, I played Minecraft, when in reality I'm actually just playing Black Ops 3 in the form of Minecraft. And I understand that everyone kind of has got bored of this whole every 2-second jump cut type videos, which I'm trying not to aim to do, but I think I'm trying to improve my pacing as well. I know that I can ramble on a lot about things, as seen. I feel like my inspiration to actually start this channel though was the fact that I enjoy just making the videos. I have a lot of videos just stored with me where I kind of just never posted them. I don't know why, maybe it was that fear of just becoming an utter failure with it, but it's also that feeling of you can't know until you try. And for anyone that's maybe too scared to start the channels, you know, you've got 1 or 2 subs just like me, we all begin somewhere, and I hope that one day I can look back on this and be like, I really gave it a crack, and Whether it worked or not, at least I tried. Currently we're just trying to push for this 150k points ending. I think that's an incredible number to even aim for, but we will get there. We will persevere. We've just gone ahead and activated this head, which I believe should make it so every zombie is permanently a sprinter. Give myself a bit more of a challenge rather than just boring the life out of everyone that's watching. Maybe try out some new weapons as well. It seems to be that it's just a mixture, mainly of Black Ops 3 weapons. Especially over on this wall, it seems to be just mainly Black Ops 3 weapons. And now I've just made myself go down. Oh, the irony. Oh no. It appears, there we go, that will mark the end of it. Just a short video for today, but thank you for watching to the end if you have, and I'll see you in the next one.